Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, Michi and we are continuing Alone in the Dark today. We just did the prologue this last weekend, I think. Yeah. For those of you who are worried, don't worry. Nightingale and Pacific Drive are coming back. We had a few issues with the new Nightingale video, so its recording got delayed. Otherwise, the Alone in the Dark prologue probably would not have even been done last weekend. It probably would have been a part of this video. But because the Nightingale video was having issues, I wanted to get something out there, so we did that instead. I also want to apologize for the quality of that video. I had a few issues while recording, and I did not feel like re-recording it. I am sorry. But without further ado, let's jump right in. I played the original, but it's been so long.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, Detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at derceto?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned a letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Yet here we are.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Just couldn't see the gun on his side. It's right there. I'm sorry. I think we're gonna go with my boy over here. David Harbour as Edward Carnby.
Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
Wait here. I'll go around back.
That was interesting. From what I remember seeing, this is essentially like two entirely different campaigns almost. Or at least like almost like Resident Evil 2, like you get different cutscenes and different perspectives for which character you play through as. And they do vary slightly, it seems. Maybe even more than slightly. I haven't...
Now, what do we got here?
Is it a flat? It's a clue, huh? And we got ourselves a key. In fact, from what I did see, / heard, this game gives me super Resident Evil vibes. I don't know if it's my sensitivity, but I got super... Oh, I need my light. I can't see. Duh. Try to spook me. Look at that. What's this? That's cool. That's cool.
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
I might get to turn on the sensitivity some. It'd be a first, but man, this is just like super sensitive. Can I grab that or something? It also feels really rough. Why does it look so funny? I don't know if it's because it's how sensitive it is, and it's just like showing my slightest shake or quiver, but it's like when I move or turn, it's just like violently shaking. Almost like lag or something, but I don't think it is lag.
Whoa.
I think it's a little better, maybe? It's just so... It's so weird.
I need the key.
Don't have the key for that. It just looks so weird.
That's one big tree to fit inside a conservatory.
Ah. That is a really big tree. I think it's cool.
Huh? What?
What am I saying that to? Am I saying it to those whispers? This is where he came from.
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
Oh,
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
yeah. That key then, I guess. How do I manage to keep getting turned around though? I'm like... Really good at that. So this must be the door that I have to go through then? Yes. Oh. Looks like we're in the house.
Don't mind if I do.
What is that thumping and bumping I hear in the night? Next, we really just need to get a better face cam.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth, or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gree-gree. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sacred sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, a quarter. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
Ah, you must have misheard me, madame. I said no such thing.
Please. I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madame. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
How bizarre. It was an interesting little conversation at the end. Not sure how we heard that. But that was interesting. I'm sorry for my voice too, by the way. This video and the last one or two, I've been like, my voice is like gone. And my throat's been messed up. More bullets. Apparently we're gonna need a lot of bullets here at some point. That's reassuring. Bullets in the freezer. Interesting. Not sure what they'd be doing in there, but I guess what do I know? Some sort of slaughter room. I'm wondering when we'll see something we recognize from the prologue. Like, I wonder if the house is the same at all. Interesting. I'm assuming these are like collectibles. Interesting.
What was that?
Old houses, you know. Some sets can't even be completed without playing both Carnby's and Emily's campaign. Oh, more bullets. Where else was there to go? I don't think there was a different direction from back here, was there? What am I missing? Well, apparently I missed that box. I swear some of these things just do not pop up the first time around. Am I going crazy? Did we not go in here? Did we go through here? This is something different a second ago. I must be going crazy, right? Oh, we got a staircase going up. What's in this little room? Sabot.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
Interesting.
That doesn't look safe.
Can't do anything yet. I must need a piece or something, maybe? Or maybe I need two pieces. Although it looks like a puzzle. And he's rearranged. Maybe I'm crazy. It just doesn't look in order to me. We'll go this way first, I guess. We're supposed to let the lady in, so I'm assuming going down into what looks like a basement is not going to be the way to let her in. That's at least my logic on this matter. Streetcar ticket. Moving on. Oh, this one is locked. Looks like we gotta go somewhere else first. This seems like a lot of build-up for what I'm assuming is gonna be some pretty spooky stuff. Prologue wasn't super terrifying, but it was spooky enough. It was alright. I didn't think it was bad at all. What is that button? Or what is that symbol supposed to be? The noises are really cool. I really feel like I'm in this old house. The ambience is just like great.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Interesting. Locked medicine box. Ooh, here we go. So, conservatory. I think it's like, I don't think we started there. We started there-ish. We started in the garage. Went to the kitchen garden, which looks like there's 2 puzzles there. Puzzle in the boiler room. And then is that us there? Yeah, in the orderly. But yeah, no, that's where the I'm pretty sure we started in room 7. We either started in room 7 or room 8. I think it was room 7. We came out into the sitting room. And then we could go into these 2 rooms, I believe. Or it could have been this room and this room. For sure this room, because you come out, you look over to this room as a, it's like, it looks like it goes outside. And then the door slams shut, you open the door and it's like a bathroom. And then either this room or this room, whichever one you don't start in, is where you have the cutscene, the cutscene with Jeremy, and you get the letter, and you go out here. This is where like the statues are at. This is where the grand clock is, the locked door. You get close to the staircase, the statues move. This is the staircase you come down, which puts you in the stair hall or the foyer, which that's the exit, which apparently would have been blocked because we would have been looking like right at it as we are coming across this. And then you go into the reception. This room is locked, and you climb through the window into the clerk's office, which is where the prologue ends. So you just get like a tiny, tiny look. But I wonder how that area will look in this. I said, hey, was there something there? Oh, why I? This is way over there. So that leads directly over to the prologue area. Let's see if it's unlocked. It is unlocked. Looks nothing like it looked in the prologue. Looks like a normal room. Alright. I do want to be thorough over here, though, and see what else there's to see.
I need the key.
Just so it's all, like, marked on the map.
It's wedged shut.
This is the top floor.
Looks important.
Interesting. Oh, looks like the prologue area is the only place we have to go. So let's go. Try not to fall down there. It's all bloody. Looks like someone got a little hurt.
Oh.
Oh, it's so interesting just how different it looks in this. Another
I need
locked
the
door.
key.
So you come down that staircase, and this area's like, so you push over the bear and walk across, and then you get over here, and go into the clerk's office. This is where the prologue ends, but let's go for the front door.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that Hartwood gloom, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hartwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you! Get back to your rooms! McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam.
I guess bro gets what he wants.
All right, here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
So interesting. So many questions. Something's off about these people for sure, unless maybe because he said I think you said maybe what he saw was a dream. Maybe that was like his dream or something like that, and he saw her in his dream, or was her. That's so weird. So weird. I don't know, but there's something off about these people for sure. This whole situation's weird. I already have some theories brewing, but I don't know if I want to jump into them yet. Alright, that's we didn't do anything with. Okay. What else is there here? A locked trunk.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Teruel. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Signora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep. How did you first come to understand such things, Signora? How did you know that the battered boiler in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery? Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbor? Those are my memories, my past. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Terrawaya? Oh, I want that more than anything. Please, let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under his Bodhi tree. Despite having sold me that talisman, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I had to travel to Tonka. Instead, she cruelly told Baptiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed in the most awful way, that the one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear, and that he would be devoured by his own mother. What a terrible thing to say. The people of derceto were becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries. He's caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All will be lost. Everything. Unless I can find the clerk, Mr. Waite. He seems to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard. The dark man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the dark pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
Talisman, please. This looks useful. Painted top. Oh, that's what we needed. Easy. What do we have here?
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I would kill the guy to throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right. Come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming. Miss Hartwood. Emily? What the hell is going on? Where am I?
What does it want me to go all the way outside? I'm just not even in the same place, apparently. Perhaps it's time to let the spooks begin. Am I in just like an entirely different place? What is this?
Ah!
Jumping right in, I guess. What was that? I wanted to clear a few points. Took a little break
I can't go that way.
while recording this, and in that time I did some research. I just want to talk about how wrong I was
What
about
the hell
everything.
is going on?
For what I said that I had played the original, and in that I was just very incorrect, I guess. I did not realize just how old this series was. I did not play the original. I played the 2008 reboot, which honestly wasn't very well received. But it's just a very interesting and different title for me at the time, so I thought it was cool. With that research and discovering that the original game came out in 1992, I also had said some things about how much inspiration this seemed to take from Resident Evil, and wow, oh wow, do I realize just how wrong I had it. And in fact, it is quite the other way around. This is considered pretty much the pioneer of survival horror.
Don't let them get inside, combat. They're not the good kind.
Are you... Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's story.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pact with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much she paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, compare?
Nah, not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, compare. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
Interesting. Very useful. Man, what an interesting. Where are we? I'm so intrigued, but so confused. Is there anything useful to say? Oh.
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
Thought for a second I was gonna have me a companion. Kinda look like something down there. That's something.
Nice.
My weapon broke.
Ah. I was actually just wondering if there was weapon durability. Thank you for answering my question. Well, a whole lot of good that did me. One-time use, I guess. Yes.
I can't go that way.
What is the point of that? What is the point of that? That was got my heart thumping a little bit there.
Oh. Ah!
Come on, can I reload any faster? Oh my goodness. No, 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 oh my goodness. You and your slow ass reloading. Those noises are creepy. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm already almost out of ammo. Still not sure exactly what these are for, or if they're just collectibles, but we almost finished that set. Oh, nah, I missed the bullets. Okay, no, I can get them still.
I recognize this place. It's Miss Jackson's seance parlor. Let's see if she's got any information on Jeremy's talisman.
How do I know that?
It's the talisman, like the one in the painting.
An old talisman shaped over centuries. The engraving of the numbers looked to be less than 100 years old, but the base could be from antiquity. The polished black sunstone in the middle has a glass finish and occasionally gives the impression of hiding a picture within itself.
I think it's meant for the talisman.
Ah! Yes.
I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
There is. It's 358, but... Oh. Ah.
It's showing something. A place? Where is that?
Well, that looks like the voodoo table.
Huh.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I just didn't expect... I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business. Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, it's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living? Well, welcome to derceto, Detective. I hope your time here will be useful. Now, what can I do for you?
Why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know. A drink, Detective?
Anything brandy.
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Sure. But he is crazy. And he's gone missing. Why?
Here. Try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Okay. What can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent. So your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
That was weird.
Detective Carnby, where did you go?
Where did I go?
I was just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
No, it's not what you think. Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes. Everyone is being incredibly evasive and I can't figure out why.
I'm literally covered in blood.
Something you can't explain. Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No. I want to try something. With his talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy to the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Tarawea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
I sound nuts.
Are you gonna be alright?
Yeah. Of course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later.
I've already gone nuts.
This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere. Even Tarawea. If he can do it, so can I. I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
Oh. Now I see where we're at. This is the end of the prologue. Exciting stuff. Alright guys, well it's been fun. I enjoyed this, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell icon for notifications. We'll continue this in the next episode. Until then, guys, GG's.